it is our duty to encourage all the youth within our district, within the nation, to make farming, especially rice farming, a priority. I quite remember they said the number of millions that we invest in what? Importing rice into this country is uncalled for.
Oh yeah, the importation for rice is crazy.
So what are we doing? Meanwhile, there is somebody who is willing to work and he's in this community. What are we doing for them?
Yeah.
It is our duty to encourage them, support them, train them, involve them in trainings. In fact, take them on maybe tours so that they will see the benefit of what? Rice farming. Because imagine he's in this community. There are so many modernized things that are going on, maybe in Accra and maybe Afram Place and all these stars.
Yeah.
You get it? So these areas, what can we do to encourage them so that they will go into rice farming? Because I tell you, majority of the rice that we find in the maybe commercial areas, maybe in the towns, are from this local area.
So you're welcome back to another exciting farming week in Ghana. From the previous video with Razak, we looked at how the journey of farming began for him as a rice and cocoa farmer. And we are here to look at the rice farm, what he does mainly. And also, as you can see, I have the extension officer here who supervises this whole farming activity here. So yeah, we are going to delve into farming here in the Western region, precisely in this area, and also in terms of rice farming, some activities or things that we can get to learn about it. So yeah, I think for my viewers, you know Razak. Please, can you introduce yourself to us?
Okay, my name is Patrick Adawu.
Patrick Adawu, okay.
Yeah.
And what do you mostly do here?
So I am the district agric officer in charge of extension and crops. Actually, we have two sessions. We have extension agent.
Okay.
They are basically on the field. And we have the DAO. That is the district agric officer.
Okay.
He makes sure that the extension agents are doing their work on the field. So for me personally, for Importation district, I am acting as the district agric officer for extension. At the same time, crops, and I'm acting as the extension agent for Edumbansu operation area.
Okay.
So this is Edumbansu operation area, and Amuzukrom is part of Edumbansu operation area.
Okay.
So Amuzukrom is a community under Edumbansu operation area.
Nice.
Considering rice farming within the district, it is only Edumbansu operation area that farms most of these rice farms that we see. And Amuzukrom is the main proprietor for farming of rice.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So when it comes to rice farming in Importation district, to be precise, if you want rice, come to Edumbansu. And if you want to know the place or the community that is into rice farming, then it is Amuzukrom.
So this whole community, like what do you say mainly the farmers are into, like the community mainly produces?
Okay, actually, majority of them are into cocoa farming.
Okay.
Majority, about 90%.
Interesting.
But for we, the Mofa people, we are not interested in cocoa because
why?
Cocoa is a body on its own. We have cocoa extension officer.
Okay.
Yeah. So we monitor, apart from cocoa, any other crop. The Mofa body is in charge, apart from cocoa, any other crop. So, rice too is a cereal and it's part of our duty.
Sure.
So when you come to Edumbansu, Amuzukrom, you can see around majority of them are into cocoa farming. And this part of Edumbansu operation area are into rice farming, basically because of the swampy areas that we have.
Okay.
You get it?
Okay.
So you see the hills, you get to a place, you see some swampy areas. Most of the farmers are from the north.
The farmers who farm here?
Yeah, are from the north, especially his father.
Okay.
See, when they came to settle here, when they came into this cocoa farming and all this stuff, this work is being done majority at the north. So they took advantage of this situation, and now they are utilizing the swamp areas
to grow the rice.
Okay. That is the reason why when it comes to rice farming, it's basically amuzukrom.
You are into mostly rice farming. Okay. Rice. So your job as a rice farm, as a agric extension officer, mostly what do you do here when you come around to the farm?
Actually, my job is I make sure from planting, before they plant, I come to supervise the place.
Okay.
Whether the land that they are using is suitable for planting. Then from planting, I also encourage them when it comes, maybe there are some maintenance exercises that they are supposed to do on the lands.
Okay.
So most of them, when they come, they go into this rice farming. It's only few who have knowledge of maybe dealing with weeds and other stuff. They think it's all about planting.
Okay.
So as an extension agent, you are supposed to monitor, train them, educate them on maintaining your land, making sure that you deal with other necessities on the land before the growing of the crop. Because one disadvantage of farming is weeds infestation.
Okay. Okay.
So you have to, in the olden days, most of our fathers, when they are into this farming, they were not actually concerned about this weeds. If you ask a farmer to go and buy maybe a chemical to spray, how many of them
will know the right chemicals?
Will know the right chemicals.
Okay.
So we guide them. Maybe
Sure.
this is the kind of chemical you are supposed to use.
Okay.
You get it?
Okay.
And when you look at this land, if I ask you, can you tell me the part of the land that is being infested by disease, maybe fungal disease? You will not know.
Yeah.
So it's my duty.
So you check all of those
to
things.
check all these things.
Okay, so let me ask this question, because most of my viewers who are watching us, some want to go into rice farming, get into the business and know. In the first place, do you think rice farming is profitable?
Oh, wow. You see, rice farming is the most profitable crop farming in Ghana. Because I want to ask you this question. From infancy, children eat rice. Grown-ups eat rice. Everything that we do is all about rice.
Yeah.
So we can't do without rice. Those who are into cocoa farming, how many of them eat cocoa? Unless they process it. But we farmers, especially human beings, we can't do without rice.
Okay.
So it is a necessity. I would love the government to at least invest much into rice farming, especially the local rice. Do you know the reason?
Why?
This type of rice, it doesn't perish.
And what type of rice is this?
It's agra.
Agra, okay.
It doesn't perish. And we have different types of rice. But this type of rice, it doesn't perish. If you boil it, you leave it there, the next day, even if you don't heat it, you see the same. But you go and try the foreign one.
Okay.
You regret. That is what we want to encourage the farmers to go into.
Okay, but you mentioned
it has sweet aroma. It lasts long.
Than the imported ones.
Yes, and it is disease free. When you it benefits your health when you eat this type of rice. Those who have asthma and this diabetic patients and all these things, doctors recommend this local rice for them to consume. So I think it's good.
Okay.
For consumption.
For consumption. Okay. So what I want to know is, so when I want to start rice farm, what are the things I'm supposed to know in terms of the land, getting the land, how I go about the planting, some farming practices I'm supposed to take care of?
Okay. First of all, you can't go into rice farming on hilly areas. It should be maybe a low land.
Okay.
And aside being a low land, it should be a swampy place, because rice, they love water.
Like waterlogged areas, okay.
So that is the first step you should consider. The place that I am farming, is it a swampy area? Do you have water nearby? So that in terms of maybe the progressing or the growth, it won't affect it. Because if you go and farm at a place which is very dry, the efficiency would decrease.
Okay.
So that is the first thing.
So a swampy or waterlogged
area.
Okay.
So when you consider the area, the next is what type of rice are you going to cultivate?
Okay.
It is very, very important.
So what are the different types of rice you have?
We have so many types. But we, the agric people, we always recommend agra because it has been studied from the beginning to the end. You see, we have some rice, and how I wish this thing it has been winnowed so that we will see it. After winnowing and all these stuff, you see some of them will be large, others will be small.
Okay.
You get it? Especially when you come and they have planted it on the foot. You see differences among the rice. That shows that the quality of the rice is very low.
Okay, that's if you don't use the rice.
You don't use the rice. Maybe the type of seed. You should consider the type of seed first. What type of rice?
Agra is like the best one.
The best. That is what I don't want to recommend other
for people to even go and try that one.
But we, the extension agents.
Agra, is it like a Ghanaian something we also import from?
Oh, it's a Ghanaian. I think it has been tried and tested by this, I think, research institute.
Okay.
And the outcome was very good. That is why we always recommend for our farmers to go into it. So the type of seed or the type of rice that you grow is very, very, very important. Okay. That will indicate or show the efficiency, the outcome of maybe the rice that you get after harvesting. If you grow any rice, maybe the outcome will not be good.
Okay. So now in the swampy area, the type of rice.
The type
what
of rice.
Look at?
Then you come to maintaining your food.
Okay.
Maintaining your food.
Is that where the weedicides come in, or?
Yeah. In order for you to maintain, you see, if we are coming to maybe give marks on this food, aside being swampy area, the weather you like it will rain.
Okay.
So there will be, as an extension agent, I will encourage them to have drainages.
Where the water can
on the farm, so that when there is maybe excess water, this water can drain out.
Okay.
That is all part of the maintaining of the food.
Okay.
You get it? Make sure you read maybe in every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, make sure you read.
Is it good to apply weedicides when they are growing the rice?
It's good. We have two types of weedicide that we apply. We have the selective ones and the contact ones.
Okay.
So we always recommend that farmers should go in for the selective ones.
What are the examples, like some names of the selective
we have
ones?
sample fit. We have a lot. Some also go into these sampiferous and all these stuff.
Okay.
They are very, very, very important.
Okay.
So we will recommend that before you go into all these things, you should consider the kind of weedicide that you use. You can't use anything. You can't use the weedicide that we use for cocoa to maybe farm rice. You see, going in for the best weedicide is very, very important. That is our duty. You should contact us. Okay, officer, I've bought this weedicide. Is it necessary? Maybe I'll take it and I'll read the label. Okay, it's good for your rice, because most of them, they think, since I can use this weedicide on my cocoa, I can equally use it on rice. This is very, very, very bad.
Looking at the application, is it that you apply some before you start planting, or in the course of planting? How do you go with the application of the?
For instance, maybe you plant in this week. The next week, maybe after a week or two that it has germinated, make sure you read. Maybe 2 weeks after planting, you should read.
Okay.
You get it? But our fathers say they have experience to the extent that before they will start the farming, you get it, they will read and they will plant inside. Some of them they will spray and they will plant inside.
Interesting.
So before the crop will grow,
the weeds are already dead,
so it will not come again.
Oh, okay. So that one is like experience.
That is the experience one.
Okay.
So if you don't have experience like we, the young guys coming, then you should go in for the weedicide and our normal way of
Going about it.
Going out about it. That is the most important thing.
Okay. And I wish I came here last week to look at the harvesting, but it has already been harvested.
Yes.
How do you harvest? Because the way the age grows on it, how do we go about the harvesting?
The harvesting. How I wish they brought some of the knife. You see, this is the local way of harvesting it. You don't cut it to the brim.
Okay.
They cut it to the extent that there will be a next episode.
That would grow on it again.
So you see these ones.
Yeah.
It depends on how you cut it. If you cut it to the lowest, maybe the next harvest
you won't get. One thing from what you are saying, so you said it matures in 3 months.
Yeah.
I spoke to Razak. You said that when it matures in 3 months, you can get multiple harvests from the same rice farm, or you have harvested once, that's it, and wait for the next planting cycle.
Yes, you harvest it. After you have harvested all the farm, the next it will grow again, it will germinate again.
Okay.
So within the year, I think maybe you can harvest 2 times within a year. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yes. So it will all depend on how you harvest it. If you don't harvest it well, the next maybe episode, the next plant or the next moment that you want maybe the crops to grow and harvest, maybe you not have a bumper harvest.
Nice.
Depending on how you harvested it.
Okay.
That is the most important. But
So the
you see,
means of harvesting is very important.
means of harvesting is very, very important. But one thing is, you see, so this is I'll term it using labor. That is not the recommended means of harvesting.
People have like harvesters, like the machines and stuff to do the
It's
harvesting.
time consuming. It is very tedious.
Do you know the question that is in my mind now that I want to ask?
Ask me.
See, when you were speaking initially, you were like, you would like for the government to do this and that.
Do you know
you're part of the government.
Do you know something? Do you know something?
Okay.
What we are doing in this district,
Yeah.
I think a year or 2 ago, the agric minister visited this district, and based on our works and all these stuff, in fact, he was encouraged and he brought us some machineries.
Okay.
As I'm talking to you right now, at the district, we have combined harvesters and all these stuff there.
So when
anything that you want, but the issue is you bringing a tractor to this area. Maybe the place that you pass, for instance, you bring it. Before you pass through somebody's farm to this one, you affect his farm.
Okay.
So it all depends on maybe the willingness of the farmer to maybe hire maybe a machine, a tractor with a combined harvester, maybe any type of machine that you want.
But the machines are your side. Is it that the farmers get it when they want it, or they have to pay something for it to be able to get it?
You have to pay something.
Okay.
It has been subsidized. I would say it's under PFJ, Planting for Food and Jobs.
Okay.
So
I was thinking once they've brought it to the community or the various localities, anytime a farmer wants it, he just maybe place an order, book for it, and come and use it.
You have access to it. The question is, who will operate the tractor?
Okay. So there are people there who are able to operate it.
Yes. And they are part of the agric team.
Okay.
We can't give it to any other person.
I understand.
Apart from the agric team.
From that angle, I understand.
So if you come to the office, maybe, I would need your tractor. Then we go into agreement. Maybe, for instance, pay 100 cedis for the service. Or maybe for the fueling. The person will come and work for you on your farm. Maybe I'm going to spend maybe 2 hours on your farm. I'll do all the work for you. But you see, one issue is, farmers will always complain that they don't have money.
Yeah, of course.
They don't have money.
They're already spending even planting.
So imagine him maybe coming to the office. Okay, I need a tractor. I need a combined harvester. Imagine, you see this, how they harvest this rice.
Yeah.
Within a day, about these 4 acres, within a day, the combined harvester can harvest from that end to this place. Within about an hour or two. But ask them the number of hours, the number of days that they used to. So it's time consuming. Okay. Very time consuming.
Okay. So as an agric extension officer yourself, what do you think are one of the main challenges that you've gone around most farmers face here in this community? And what do you think the government, maybe you push from your end, yes, another platform the government can do to help more farmers improve and make their farming more mechanized?
Okay. One thing is, I would say they have started the good work, starting with the planting for food and job, because most of the agri rice has been subsidized.
Okay.
So if you want the seed for farming,
how much does it cost now?
It has been subsidized. Oh, for now, I can't actually give you the price, but it will depend. Maybe now, at first, we used to sell them in maybe 50 kg. Now, it has been brought to 25 kg.
Okay.
So it depends.
Sure.
So I can't give you the actual price of the rice.
Okay.
But, so starting from the seeds, the government has really done well. For our district, when it comes to machines, in fact, we have no problem. Okay. It's just that the farmers, they are used to their own way of farming.
But maybe they're not also able to afford it. That's the main issue now.
My brother, let me ask you this thing. Imagine you hire about 10 people to assist you. You cook for them. You do all sorts of things for them. Maybe you spend maybe 200 or 300 cedis on them before maybe you can harvest all these things. You can use that same 200 cedis to buy fuel so that they will come and farm for you. You get it? But majority of them coming to the office is a problem.
And what do you think the main issue is?
The main issue, we should encourage them, we should train them, we should educate them that we, the agric extension agents or the officers, we are there for them. Most of the farmers don't see the necessity of coming to the office. Why should I come to the office, consult you? Me, I have my strength, I have my family, I can farm with my children. When you came here, Razak and the father, the family, it's a family duty.
Yeah.
They are on the foot, imagine. So I would say it's all about the communication. You see, there should be training and education on letting them have the desire, you see, to consult or reach out to officers so that they will help.
So is it that when they come for consultation, now they have to pay for it?
You will not pay for anything.
Because these are some of the things maybe some of the farmers might also be thinking that maybe for the machines I have to pay. What if I go to an extension officer for some advice? They might think I have to pay for the extension officer to even come on my farm to give advice. Oh, do it this way, do it that way, do it that way.
You will not pay for anything. It's just I would say that most of them, they don't see how valuable it is. Agric office, me, I have my strength
to do it.
So I think we are working on it, and a time is coming that they'll get to understand the reason why they are supposed to work hand in hand with agric, so that their farming will go to a higher level.
Okay. You are a farmer here. Maybe also speak to other farmers. What do you think is some of the challenges that prevents them from maybe going to see the extension officers?
Okay. What I think is that normally it sometimes depends on the kind of land you use. Okay. Normally, most people use new lands, and when you are used to use the old lands, that one it will need tractor to work on it. But when you are to use a new land, which I don't think tractor will be able to, cut the trees and other things down.
What is a new land?
Let me come in. You see,
okay.
When you are farming on a new land, you see stumps.
Okay, around
on the foot. So you see these things.
Yeah.
This oil palm tree,
yeah.
All these stumps. These are some of the disadvantages on the new lands.
Okay.
So you see that the farmers will be doing a manual work
on the land.
Yeah,
the tractors cannot cut down these lumps.
Yeah.
Or
so he will work to this destination. It will work to this destination, but maybe some part that you expect it to go because of the stamps and all
okay.
these things.
It
It
won't.
can't work on that. That is why it's in a new land.
Okay, and those one the tractors cannot help with that.
Yeah, that one there, you have to do it manual,
Interesting.
whether you like it or not.
Interesting.
So before you prefer a tractor to work on your farm, make sure that stamps and other things on your farm are being dealt with
before they come on
before
board.
they come on board. Otherwise, you
Oh.
run at a loss.
Okay, so Razak, I wanted to ask. We are saying I was saying most people don't really go to the extension officers to consult them, to maybe ask them for some advice. What do you think the main issue is with that?
Okay, the main issue is most people normally think they know more about the rice farm more than the extension officers.
Okay.
That's the problem. And then they use their own knowledge
To go about
without
it.
consulting the extension officers to adapt to what they know.
Okay. Okay.
It's very, very, very important.
And I've been a Ghanaian, I would understand from Razak's perspective. Most
Yeah.
people would think, oh, they know. They don't need someone from anywhere to come and show them how to go about some of these
You
things.
let me come in. You see, Razak's father, when he started this work, I wasn't born.
Yeah, he made mention like some 20, 30 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
So imagine this man, he has all the experience in rice farming.
Yeah.
Do you think he have knowledge more than him? But you see, now farming is not only agric, but it's a business.
Mm.
Now
Yes.
agric is a
It's
business.
a serious business now.
But majority of our fathers, their business mind is somehow
Low.
low.
Okay.
That is how we come in.
To bring the improved
Yes.
ways of going about some of
Yes.
these things, so we don't go about the manual
there are
ways.
so many things that our fathers, when it comes to current issues, they don't have time to read about
Some of
certain
these
things. You get it? So we come in and we advise them to maybe go into one or two things that probably they will not have time to research on.
Yeah.
That is our duty. We do the research, we learn the new things, and we adapt to what they have.
No.
So
Okay.
as I said, we the agric officers, we don't know more than a farmer, but we work as a team
With them.
with them.
Okay. So let's wrap up. Any final words, any words you want to let the farmers get to know about, any words to the government?
Okay.
Nothing I think can be improved. Any final words?
My final words are, I love it when I see a youth maybe goes into maybe farming, especially rice farming.
Okay.
Because how many of the youth, this community, especially in Power District, majority of the youth are into galamsey.
Yeah. He made mention of that.
So when you find a young guy who is ready to learn and ready to invest into agric, we need to support them. So it is our duty to encourage all the youth within our district, within the nation, to make farming, especially rice farming, a priority. I quite remember they said the number of millions that we invest in what? Importing rice into this country is uncalled for.
Oh yeah, the importation for rice is crazy.
So what are we doing? Meanwhile, there is somebody who is willing to work and he's in this community. What are we doing for them?
Yeah.
It is our duty to encourage them, support them, train them, involve them in trainings. In fact, take them on maybe tours so that they will see the benefit of what? Rice farming. Because imagine he's in this community. There are so many modernized things that are going on, maybe in Accra and maybe Afram Place and all these stars.
Yeah.
You get it? So these areas, what can we do to encourage them so that they will go into rice farming? Because I tell you, majority of the rice that we find in the maybe commercial areas, maybe in the towns, are from these local areas.
Yes.
I believe you have gone to the community.
Yeah, we came from that side to this
So
place.
imagine, with the knowledge of maybe the father, within the district, within the community, they have cited maybe a machine that will thresh the rice.
Yeah.
So somebody like this, a family like this, and maybe the government is supporting with not anything, lighting system.
At least on their farm.
Imagine the kilos of rice that they will produce. Because this thing that they are doing, they are using fuel. They are fueling it on their own, and it's cost involving.
Yeah.
So let us encourage the government to come down, deep down into our communities. Encourage the youth, those who are willing to farm. We should encourage them. We should advise them. We should support them so that we make rice farming a priority.
Nice. Thank you. Razak, your any final words too?
Okay, as you said earlier on, it's about support and then encouragement. And then as part of it, it needs a little bit of education to for the youth to know the importance of farming as a Ghanaian and then as a youth. So I encourage the government to invest more into farming and then support the youth as well.
Sure. I think you're speaking extensively about rice farming here, the youth in farming, and a whole lot of discussion. My personal message will be that yes, the government is doing something, but it has to do more. There has to be more intensive training, as you said, being organized for the youth. There should be more motivation or more inspiration for them to go into farming. But as I said, most youth are going to Galamsey. I was saying initially that when I came, most of the rivers I saw have been destroyed, and most farmers too are also selling their cocoa lands for these miners to get involved in mining and stuff on their lands, just to get the money from them. So yes, if more youth want to do the farming, but it's capital intensive, so the government has to come on board to help make some of these things come into reality. Imagine giving Razak the match or the needed support. He might be doing 10 acres, 15 acres, growing rice here with the family. Like the dad and everyone is here on the farm. Everyone is helping to make sure that the rice and everything, the farming business goes on very well. So yeah, more motivation has to go on. Do you have something to add?
Yeah, I wanted to add something.
Yeah.
I would want to take this opportunity to, in fact, thank the MP for the district and the DC. In fact, when it comes to farming in this area, they don't joke with it. I can boldly say, among all the districts within Western region, we are the only people who have full machinery for farming. All because they don't joke with farming within the district. So it's an opportunity, but they can do more.
Oh yeah, that one definitely has to do more.
The government too can do more. There should be a sensitization program for the youth, especially, so that they will see how important it is to go into maybe rice farming, so that we will not waste much money in importing rice into the country.
After the importation, I personally believe we should ban the importation of rice. Inspire or encourage more farmers. Yes, in Nigeria, rice is banned, like importation of rice is banned. They consume rice in their own country. So more people are growing rice, and more attention is being focused on rice farmers for them to produce in large quantities to feed the country. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section. That will close out this video. I believe it was educative, informative as well, that you out there can also get to learn something. I'll put their contacts in there. Maybe people want to reach out to you for more knowledge, more inspiration and other things. Maybe they can also reach out to you to get to learn more about it. Yeah, but that will close out this video. Make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.